It's acres and move makers. It's acres and move makers. I deal with land flippers, acres and move makers, room shakers, big boys with huge paper, the newspapers. You can run but can't escape us. We winning with these flash green when they act racist. Success is so contagious. Let's go. It's acres and move makers. Welcome to Acres and Move Makers. My name is Ray.
My name is Jay.
And we are
Acre Boys.
Today, we want to tap in with you guys and talk about the importance of legacy.
I think, first thought that comes to my mind is, what is it going to look like for you at the end? You know what I mean? Because on our journey, we're impacting a lot of people. People are coming in, they're taking our curriculum, and they're achieving real-time results, right? What I mean by real results, some people are coming in making 6 figures on one deal, 5 figures on one deal, 4 figures on another deal. So what stands out to me first and foremost is how many people that we actually impact along our actual journey, right? And another thing that stands out even more clear than that is for the little ones that are coming behind us. What does that look like? For me, that looks like, establishing a real foundation for them in order for it to be easier for them coming through the ranks as they get older, right? Because here's one thing about impact, and when you're attempting to impact people, typically the people who are privileged don't really know that they're actually privileged, right? So it's one standpoint where you can think about it like this. It's like, if they don't have to go through the same hardships and struggles that you did, the only caveat with doing that is they don't even notice that they're actually privileged, and only because they didn't have to go through the same things, right? So it's almost like some kind of balancing act that you'll have to do, right? But the importance of the infrastructure that we're laying down is, I want my child to actually see somebody who's come before them and has actually been successful inside of that space, who has actually built something. Because whether we all know it or not, there's always pride inside of your last name, right? So inside of your last name, what do you actually see as the end result for me? I tell Ray all the time, I see having a group of kids. I don't know how many kids, but probably, I'm gonna say between 20 to 25, that you can actually take from all different environments and show them the actual skill set of invest in land, mentality, coming, whether that be from relationships, whether that be for just all of these things that have life, because we all take for granted at certain point in times that you have somebody to actually take you through and navigate all of these spaces, right? So what if somebody's experiencing different challenges, right? See, here's one thing that I understood and I know a long time ago, right? If you don't have what that person typically seems or looks like to be successful, the likelihood of those people listening to you are not really likely. And because you don't have that tangible thing to actually show them that you are a success. So this is why in a lot of these spaces, it's necessary to have the watch. It's necessary to have the car. Is it about that? Absolutely not. But I'll tell you what it is about. It's about drawing them in with something. If you don't have something, which we call a lead magnet, if we were talking about marketing, if you don't have something to draw them in, the odds of them listening to you is not likely, especially in the younger generation. And then when you have them wrapped in, as far as the things that you can actually physically show, they'll go ahead and listen to you based off of somebody that they've seen do it in real time. So that's my plight on legacy right there.
All right, so here's my take on legacy. Leaving the world or your offspring better than you was, as Jay stated. When I think about legacy, especially in our community, in the African-American community, we're always last in a lot of different genres. We're first in a lot of different genres, but when we look deeply into these genres, like we're leading the way in entertainment, in sports. But however, we're not the owners. We always like the leading, but we're never the owners of these things. So we're talking from a business perspective, and we're doing land. We have our program. We have, a few hundred people that's inside of our program. So we're years later learning leadership skills, right? Which, because we wasn't taught leadership skills. So these are the kind of things that we have to get in front of. These are the kind of things that I want to leave behind as my legacy: leadership skills, leaving a business, leaving something that my offspring can tap into. If I leave tomorrow, they can tap right into it. The land space will be here. All of the secrets, all the knowledge that I know about it, on how to acquire it and the things to do with it, is left behind. And sometimes you don't even realize it's left behind right in these videos. So that's what we're doing now. It takes a lot of effort, because when you go, you're only as good as what the people had to say about you. It's not about the money. It is emphasis on money. I don't want to act like it isn't, because it is emphasis on money, because we know we need it to make like these videos and present them to you guys. You have to have a certain amount of money. As you see, we're not at a traditional 9-to-5 job doing this. So if we wasn't making money and we wasn't smart with money, it wouldn't allow us to sit home and do social media, right? So your legacy, you have to, first and foremost, you have to define that. What do you want that to look like, first and foremost? And second, you have to go and actually build that legacy. And my legacy, I want it to be that the Acre Boys, they left a huge impact on their community, and they helped a lot of people. We reached a lot of people. That's what I want the Acre Boys legacy to be, because we genuinely, as you see on our YouTube channel, we're very transparent. We know, because we're in the space, some people have said to us, like, you guys give too much sauce. You over deliver, and you're giving away the game for too cheap. That's been said to us. Sure. You're giving away the game for too cheap. And for me, it's like, clearly, we have to make a living. So there is some type of cost associated with this, but it's like, it's enough to go around. Sure. It's enough to go around. And what we found is, whether I was charging $5 or $5,000, it has to find the right person. For sure. Because even if it was $5, and even if it was free, the wrong person's not going to do nothing with it anyway.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And here's the crazy part about it. You can't, it's very hard for people to measure impact, right? So it reminds me of what Tupac said. Tupac said, I might not be the person that goes ahead and change the world, but I might be responsible for the thought that actually does. When these videos go out in Cyberland or YouTube, Instagram, whatever the case may be, you don't know who you're touching. It reminds me of a quick story that I heard from one of his influencers, right? Influencer said, she looked up to this girl a lot, and they were saying on there, like, when I saw you, I was about to commit suicide until I saw your actual channel, because for some reason she resonated with that person to a core level, similar struggles, similar things that they went through in their life, right? So you can never measure, the kind of people that you touch. And most of the people, like we touch with this channel, will probably be people that you'll never even meet, but you don't know who you're touching based off of having a platform and putting it out there. You might not see people who look like us talk about land or whatever the case may be. And seeing it right now, it might spark something in your head that says, you know what? I like what they're doing. I was depressed on my thing, but now that I see these people doing it, now I'm going to go ahead and do something, even if it's not land. So you never judge where you can get motivation or the spark for an actual idea. And that's what we're thinking. The minute that we put this information out here, we don't know who it touched, but we know it resonates with people. That's why we keep on giving the game to y'all, for everybody who's around and wants to listen.
So that's our legacy. How many people can we impact? How many people can we help? How many people can we touch through our knowledge? This is God given to us, and we giving it back to whomever this is reaching out to. We hope it's helpful. We hope it's impactful, and we hope that people are actually utilizing the information and finding it resourceful in their own life. For sure. So until the next time, if you find this video, another one be helpful. That's right. Like, comment,
subscribe, all that.
And we'll catch you on the next one. So until then, invest in dirt.
It's the cleanest way to make money, y'all. Peace.